to you. I miss you, and I wish you were here. And I know that you loved America, and it was my escape from my family, just like you escaped from us. Your Daimler was your home away from home, I know that. And I wish you were here now, because I think that you'd be proud of me. I have found my voice now, and all the love that I have inside of me. You know, you once said that, I wonder what will happen when my children grow up, and you know, when all my seeds start to bloom and become. And so here I am, your seed, your love inside my heart. You will always have a special place, and you know, there were challenges between us, and I remember times when we were together, you know, maybe because we were so alike, I don't know what it was, when we were in one room together. I know you felt that too. We could cut the air. There's nothing we could say to each other. I was just like so close up, and I know you felt the same way, and so you felt very uncomfortable around me, and yet I know that you loved me so much, and I know that I loved you so much, and maybe that's all there was. Maybe that's all we needed, to just be. So I was a mess when I left, and I know that you know, I needed to go to America. I don't know what it was. There was like this pull. I wanted to study, and I feel, you know, now in hindsight, it's easy to say, you know, that I was meant to. This was all meant to happen, and yet I also felt like a lot of pain on my part, you know, because I did have to hide this love that you planted there. Because of jealousy and hate, and I don't know what it was in our family, you know. I know that you always wanted the right thing, and that's why I admired you. And I tried to be like you with Annika and Florian, and noticed that, well, there were some things missing, like a little bit of guidance, because you just gave and gave and gave and gave, and so did I. And you know, for you, a way to survive your giving and giving and giving was to eat and eat and eat and eat. And so, you know, you got heavier and heavier and heavier. And you know, in a relationship, if one is the engine and one is the brake, then sooner or later the engine will run hot and die. And that's what happened to you, you know. And now what people say is like, yeah, well, your life was, you burned it from both sides of the candle, and nobody does that out of his own free will. You know, that's like a surrounding that evolves by also, you know, you may be attracting people who are your brake. You know, you admired them because they knew where to stop and you didn't. So maybe you didn't notice how much you were fighting against them, though, you know, because they were just pulling at you and breaking you, and you were like, oh, well, I need to go. And I know that you had this inspiration from up above to do your thing, and you know, push as hard as I'm pushing, and I feel like I'm not only pushing, you know, I'm trying to share that love that you actually put there in my heart with people, and yet they're closed off to that. They don't want that. And so then I push again, you know, and pull maybe even, and it's just no reaction. It's because, you know, we got a system, and, you know, everything needs to fit into that system, and better closer to, you know, when you go home and stay in that system, you know, you get out, you might get burned. Oh my goodness. And then what? You know, if you're not used to coming out and get burned every now and then, how you ever gonna feel that love that you originally put into my heart. And so I wondered oftentimes. I could feel that the hurt in you, and I was hurting like crazy when we left, and God forbid a tear would show. No, better not. So swallow all that. That's what causes illnesses, because it gets physical. It hurts to hold on to pain and homesickness. It's that's a pressure inside, and then I wasn't allowed to voice this. I was never allowed to share any of that. I needed to hold on to any feeling that I have, and I know that this is how you went through the war, how you survived the war, and had no time to bring that back into your life, because Germany was destroyed, and so you built it up. You built it up, Dad. You did. And I know that you expected your wife, my mom, your wife, to take care of the children, and so you took care of everybody else's children, because you, and this mom told me this. This is how she felt. It's like, yeah, you weren't really there for us, because you did, we're sure that your family was taken care of. You did everything that you possibly could. You worked and you did your thing. You brought the money. You brought the things and things and things and more things. And God forbid I didn't accept one, and I was stupid. So nobody is perfect, and I had you on a pedestal, so that took a lot of work to bring you down. And bring me up a little bit, so we are the same. So this is why I would love just 1 minute with you and share this all with you, what I know, because I feel that you would definitely tell a few people to get their act together and stop hurting me, because of what I learned. You lived, and a lot of it comes from you. So what I was missing was just once to hear from you. If not, I love you. I never heard that. I never got a hug, never a kiss, and I know you tried to wrestle with me, because you wanted to hug me, but then you only started doing that when I was 15 years old, and before that I wasn't what? I don't know, not worth it. And then at that time, by the time I was 15, I was more like focused on the guys outside, and you cuddling me. Too late. Sorry. I know that you meant well, but we couldn't talk about human relationships in our family. When I was so hurt that I just couldn't take I couldn't swallow the tears anymore. Then they came. But if they came out, they only came out with you, because I knew you loved me. And when you saw the tears, it's like, all right, here you have 50 marks, buy yourself something nice. Great. That's what I did with Annika and Florian, and I wanted to share my love with them. I bought them things. And of course I couldn't buy as many as you could, and you could bring, because I wasn't making the money in our family, and anyway, was married to this man, because I really didn't get along with him after about 1.5 years, and I was scared to come back, because I knew I couldn't study. I couldn't talk with anybody about what I wanted to do, and what I really wanted to do is be a singer. And boy, if I would have said that, it's like, you sing, you don't even talk. So I found my voice now, and I felt this always inside of me. And when I was little, I know I sang, and I know that Mom always repeated how I sang, and then I felt after, what, that's what I sound like? It's like she always made fun of me, and so I stopped. And I'm sure that everything was meant well, but it locked me up. And maybe this is why I'm after everybody so hard, to allow children, to let everybody to live what they feel inside, and we don't need systems to put ourselves in. No human being fits in a system. Boy, we got so much. We are so much bigger. We have so much more potential, and so I would have loved to hear just once you say, I miss you. I would have loved that. And I would have known that I count in some little way. Nobody said that. I left and, yeah, well, stay there, good. Thank God you're taken care of. So, you know, enough of that, you know, now I'm in touch with the thing is in touch with me, for everyone to know what you knew already when I was a child. And I guess you were not meant to share that, where that came from, because, you know, you said it in little riddles and in little remarks that you made, that I know that the thing was with you and guided you also to do things, also to do criminal things, because everybody did. And I feel that guidance is there, but now the guidance is here to say, stop, enough of the lies, enough of the betrayal. And you know, now I created this guy, and he was born under the same zodiac sign as you were. So I always had trouble with people born under that sign, you know, a Taurus, because they're grounded and, you know, logical and rational and all this stuff. And I feel I'm all of that and more. How cool is that, huh? So I can relate. I'm not afraid anymore. I met some that are really, really nice, and I'm not afraid anymore. I'm also not afraid of Scorpios anymore, because, you know, I've been hurt by my mom and by my oldest brother, and also by my husband, you know, the 3 Scorpios. And there is something to that, you know, being born in the same time of the year, under that same constellation. Somehow, you know, I noticed that there is a similarity in character, and yet there's also a rainbow of difference, you know, of people who are born under that sign. And, you know, Annika was born under that sign, and I believe that was like she was the first grandchild, and you were born both under the same sign. So there was a connection there, that I know that she was really dear to you, and probably your favorite. And I know all the other ones were as precious to you as Annika was. But she was special, and what's wrong with that, right? So, well, I wish you were here, and I would have invited you to meet my legal guardian with Mom. Wow, you would tell them a few things about me, but I think I can do this on my own now too. And I think I'm doing a good job, and hopefully the thing will now guide me to bring this out in the open publicly. And I'm a little afraid that I will actually need to go to Africa, and may even get into trouble to be rescued or something, because I don't know what it takes for people to open up to this knowledge. Because, you know I'm not Jesus Christ, but I do know how I am that person, like that guy, you know, that communicated what he knew about this higher power. And trust me, Jesus Christ never met the guy, the woman, the child, the animal, whatever it is, that higher power. Didn't happen. It's a great storybook, the Bible and the Torah, and, you know, all these other things. That, you know, just because they know God doesn't mean that. Yeah, how do they know? They meet that thing, you know. I wonder. So time's out, and I miss you, Dad, and this is my tribute to you. And hopefully we clear our names now. It's time.